Do it right here, right now.
I'm live. Try to shoot a photo that goes missing every time. That's what
You got it, bro.
You live? Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to start off by giving all thanks, all praise to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Makakwadash.
double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone, Guru, or Teachwa. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, Bayat Shah Dawadah, the house of David. We are the Dallas GMS group, Hebrew Israelites, coming to you again with another Saturday hit to bring down, through chanting of the scriptures, Babylon, all right? As it says in 2 Corinthians 4:1, to preach this gospel in season, out of season, to rebuke, reproof, right? Exalt, all right? Long suffering to the doctrine, all right? So we're here to actually do that. Now, we have brothers that are in our salutations when they're doing our lessons online, out on camp. They give salutations to the few Aquathium, all right? And that's going into the few women that's going to hear this word and believe on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. So we wanted to do a lesson just to sort of reproof them and also give them guidance, all right, as to what type of woman, as the title is going into, to be or not to be a woman in this truth, all right? What sort of woman would you be, all right, according to this truth, what the scripture tells you. So we're going to go from the scriptures to outline that and also to contrast what a woman of the Lord is and what a woman that's not of the Lord is. We'll start off with Bob Bashar, 1 Corinthians 11:1.
I got that. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1. It says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach."
All right, so that's going into an order, all right? That's coming straight from the heavens to let us know the order of things, which is Yahweh, right? Yahweh Shai, man, woman, and children. All right, go ahead.
1 Corinthians 11 and 2. It says, "Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you."
Now, to give a little backdrop, this is St. Paul that's actually going into this, right? As he was in the city of Corinth. All right, Corinth is a city in Greece. Now, he was there for the process of, putting into remembrance the way Hebrew Israelites are to be. Because in Corinth, women were going off. Men were taking a back seat as to who they really should be. All right? So he's establishing the orders from the heavens. If someone can get ordinance, if you could.
That word.
The word ordinances.
Okay.
All right? So it had to be, restated again. In Corinth, they had so much going on. Okay? Women preaching. All right? Women being prostitutes. Various things, but also women usurping the authority of a man. And you are not to be in that sort of spirit if you say that you are in this truth as a woman. All right?
I got that word, ordinance.
You got it.
The word ordinance on the online, etymology dictionary, circa 1300, ordinance. It says an authoritative direction, decree, or command. It says narrower or more transitory than a law. It says or directly from medieval. Okay, get the point. It says put in order, row, rank, series, arrangement.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The brother said to put in order. Again, to set that backdrop. In Corinth, St. Paul was there to set things back in order. Now, this was only going out as these are epistles, letters, right, to the Hebrew Israelites, not to the world. Let's get that point made. So he went to Corinth, all right, to the Hebrew Israelites to set things back in order. All right? And to set that thing back in order, you have to indicate that it's not of man, but it was of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Yeah. If I can get a precept just to add on to what you're saying, because even a stumbling block in these times, people still don't want to, even Israelite camps, they don't want to acknowledge the validity of the things Paul had to say, right? But Paul defends his own, his own ministry in Galatians, the first chapter. When he breaks down how he supped directly with Yahushua. But it takes faith to cleave on to those traditions that were passed down when you read the New Testament. This is Galatians chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, Apostle Paul speaking. It says, "But I certify you, brethren, that the gospel which was preached of me is not after man. For I neither received it of man, neither was I taught it, but by the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach." And I just wanted to get that because again, you gotta have that in mind when you're reading Paul's letters. And not only the Apostle Paul's letters, but the traditions that have been passed down to us from our elder apostles going down.
That's right.
Because it's all linked together. It all links up. You got it.
Con. Because in that city of Corinth, again, you had a lot of Hebrew Israelites that were out of order. Women teaching, prostitution, right? The Most High said in Deuteronomy 7 and 6, what? That he will make us above all other nations. But look at us being, in those nations, right? And we're acting like the nations. So order has to be reestablished. Again, the brother made a beautiful statement, which was, it was not of man. It was of Yahweh Bashim Shah. Go ahead. Read Barashah 3 again.
Con. This is 1 Corinthians 11. Can I start verse 2 again?
Barashah.
Verse 2, it says, "Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Hamashiach is the Most High."
And that's perfect order right there, man. I say that that's perfect order because once you break that order, you're going toward death, all right? This is to promote life.
Yep.
This is to maintain order. And basically, this was to establish your progeny, your legacy, you see. That order is necessary for you to thrive. As we're seeing in this time, things are out of whack. And look at the mess when you have the wicked in rulership, right? So this is Corinth all over again, times 100.
Yeah, if I can add real quick, like you said, look at the mess that we're in now. Well, how did it start? During the time of the fall.
Right.
And why did the fall happen? Because this particular order, this divine order, was breached, man. So whenever, the order between a man and woman, all right, is broken, all right, well then that gives the enemy, all right, an inch. He's going to take a mile every time. That's what happened. So this is the exact reason why, we're in the predicament we're in. We're Babylon the Great because this order was broken.
I got a precept just to add to what the priest was saying. This is Genesis 3 and 16. I'm going to get it in the NLT. And this is going into the very beginning of our fall. All right, and it says, "Then he said unto the woman, I shall sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband." Okay, so that's what the whole thing goes back to.
Right.
All right, the turning of things upside down, the serpent, all right, which we know being an actual man, all right, following after that doctrine, because that's pretty much what happened with Adam and Eve. They pretty much, starting with the woman, took hold of a specific doctrine, and that doctrine basically turned righteousness upside down, where she began to want to desire to control her man. And this is that same spirit that the serpent has given Eve in the very beginning that our women have today, which ultimately, we have a saying in the world, you want to see how far a nation has fallen, look at their women. Right? I'm sure some of you brothers have seen Megan Thee Stallion's new video out, the serpent and all that. So
Right.
all these things are pretty much promoted as how we are in the world as a nation, or how we're looked at.
Yep.
Right? You got it.
Con. So that's the reason why we're doing lessons such as this to, one, in the name of Yahweh Bashim Shah, as we read these epistles of St. Paul, to reestablish these people in this time that are out of order. Because this is Corinth all over again.
Right.
Right? Some will believe, some will not believe. That's why the title is "To Be or Not to Be a Woman in This Truth." There's women that's not going to be in this truth. Slakia, that's going to scoff because they have embraced this world in the ways of Esau, Edom, because they're empowered, like Megan Thee Stallion, right? She's making money. She doesn't think in her mind that this is destroying my people. Where's my man? Right? Because they don't understand that order. And so to establish that order, we have to let them know that we are the women of Yahweh Shai, all right? As chaste virgins, as it says in 2 Corinthians, right? And we're trying to let the woman know which way she should be. She should be under us. They should be our women, not Esau Edom's women. All right? Now, you got something?
Yeah, I did have something.
Come on.
What was that scripture we talked about? Us being an example to the flock.
1 Peter 5.
That 1 Peter
Or
5.
Acts 20.
But I won't. I'll find it. But the point that was a beautiful point that he made, because yes, we know the truth is directed at men. The Lord is dealing with men, right? Pursuing to what? Revelation 21:3, right? Amongst other scriptures. But us being in our lot, right, also is an example to the women as well. Because again, like you just said, bro, Yahushua is our head. So the only way they're gonna be able to learn how to be in order, and let's be, be cut and dry.
Right.
A lot of them gonna fucking die. You know what I mean? Most of them gonna die. You know what I mean? But for the few minute ones that do, are hearkening, are listening, we are the example of how to be, man. Because we're modeling that for Yahushua, or to Yahushua. Excuse me.
There's nothing that, we're telling, well, the scriptures tells the women to do that us men that we're not doing, because it's just ultimately just as the brother already brought out 1 Corinthians 11, as we're serving the Most High, or Yahushua as our head, as our husband, our women, they're supposed to be doing the same things, so you just laying back on your point, bro, like y'all not doing nothing we not doing, like we sacrificing our life, but we doing particular things that makes us uncomfortable, all right, looking foolish, all right, serving our husband whether we feel like it or not, because there are gonna be days, woman, she may not be in the mood to cook, okay, but that don't, you being obedient in your role is not contingent upon how you feel that day.
Right.
No, there's a duty that has to be done. Marriage duties, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And there is a certain authority that the woman does have, but it is in order, over the children.
That's right.
And you can see the natural inclination has been taken away from the woman, because now they don't even want to have children. So now where they're forced to, or they want to have that authority is, by trying to rule over their man, or trying to get in these positions of power where they can feel that ego stroke at work. The woman has to be regulated, but to a certain degree, she does have that certain power, but it's supposed to be in order, man, and moderated, by men.
Right.
And even First Esdras, the 4th chapter, when pretty much he was going on that dialogue of how, what's the strongest, and truth is stronger than all, but then, in the works was wine and women.
Yep.
That was in the argument.
Yeah.
And let's be honest with each other, because we've all been with women of different sorts, right? There's nothing that feels better, and it feels natural, right? It came from a supernatural power, but it feels natural when you're one with your woman, right? Now it feels unnatural when the woman is by herself, because she feels, Most High made it spiritual, she feels something's missing, right? Where's my man? I'm by myself. And we're coming to that time where a woman, because right now we're in peace, a woman is enjoying this world for what Esau Edom gives her, but in a time of war, she's going to know who she is. And a man is going to know who he is. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Now we have to ask ourselves, how did those women, because if we're still referencing 1 Corinthians 11:1, how did those women get into Corinth, and how did they fall from grace? So we understand the curses and all, right? But the brother here is going to hold, if you could, 1 Maccabees 1:41.
41. 1 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. You want me to keep reading down?
Go ahead.
And everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agree according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath.
You see? So same thing that's happening today that was happening in Corinth, right? Worshiping of idols. Whether you worshiping yourself, right? A man worshiping a woman. As we talk about Megan Thee Stallion, right? All these things are the ways of death. You left your laws, which is supposed to direct you in the right way to be, right? Instead of you cleaving to your laws and fighting for what's right to extend your life, your prodigy, you see? So read that again, Baba Shah. Last one.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 43. Yea, many of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
So that's what these women are doing today, man. All right, like the brother Buford said, there's going to be more women that die than women that are saved. You see? So these lessons are going out as a rebuke, all right, but also reproof for those that are listening, and those that are cleaving to the word and to the name of Yahweh Shem Shai.
If I could add to your point too, because note how it says, and many of the Israelites consented to his religion. You know, like you actually have that play out today. You know, in the form of all these pagan philosophies, whether it be the Christian church, Roman Catholicism, where they worship the Mother Mary. You know, but at the time you even had like the cult of Ashereth. You know, the Mother Goddess. Worshiping, the cults of Saturn and Apollo. Right. You had that playing out at the time too. You know, and that's pretty much what plays out in today's time. You know, they lift up these people, Meg Thee Stallion, Beyonce. You know, all the single ladies, right? All that is the same shit going on, but it's an actual religion. You know.
Yeah. If I can make a point on that too, because the priest, Micah Allah or Mayaka Allah, he always talks about how those cults were sex cults, you know, and basically what we see now, we see a magnified version, an amplified version of these sex cults where basically they utilize, sex to entrap, men, to entrap, the world, ensnare the world, really. That's why it's so important, you know what I'm saying, to, meditate on these scriptures and stay in the spirit.
That's right.
Because we're under high spiritual, attack, warfare, if you will. And the woman is the main weapon. That's the point,
Correct.
Yeah, all those images or deities were fertility deities.
Right.
You know, like whether it be it's so like a wheat, or even like the depiction of the Mother Mary. We always go into how it's shaped as in the vagina, or the dynamic between the mother and the son, and he's drinking upon the milk. It's always sexualized.
That's
on the pagan side.
That's where you get the bunny laying eggs for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
That egg represents fertility as well.
Right.
If I may add, they've always used, Eve always been a catapult. They've always used, Eve as a catapult for this. When you I know I brought something out in the chat the other day here, and I kind of added to it. Talking about Egyptian goddess Inanna.
Yeah, Nana.
Yeah. And it's an ancient Mesopotamian goddess of love, war, sex, and fertility. And then I put up the I don't know if any of you brothers remember the Foxy Brown's first album. It's called Nana, right? And it's got her looking all lustful and all bare and whatnot. But this is a tool that Esau has used from the very, very beginning. All right, that has captivated our people, the minds of our people, and sex is a weapon. Sex is a motivator.
Right.
So and all in all, we're coming now into that time. And the brother said that we're in a peace. Well, actually, we're in a time of war right now. We're in a time of war and hate. This is really the time that we've entered into. All this madness got to be put to an end. So right now, the Heavenly Father, He's through His men, through His Word, is turning everything back around. This order has to go out first. But I just want to add on to what you were saying, man.
And let me answer what you just said. So, as the man is the covering for a woman, right? When you take that covering off, she's wild as hell. She's out of control. So the man is meant to maintain that order, you see? And when a woman loses control, what does she do? She's out there profaning herself, her name, her children, her father. She's bringing shame to him.
Because there's no leadership. You take away the leadership, you got some kids and they don't grow up with a father or a mother, that knows how to raise, which really, a woman can't really raise a real man like that anyway. But, you got these kids, what they gonna be when they get older? She ain't whoop them. The school was calling home, he doing this, he doing that. Nah, not mine. So when they get older, what they gonna be? They're gonna be assholes. So that's what women are. They've been raised with no direction. And the simp dudes that are there, they're not disciplining their daughters. No, that's my baby. That's my world. It's my princess. So these women out here, they who are their nourishers? Cardi B, Nicki Minaj,
Sexy Red.
Trina. You know, these are their nourishers, and so what happens to that plant?
Right.
You know,
Right. And at the same time, you know, they don't see the plot. They don't see the bigger picture. What's the bigger picture? The destruction of your people, the destruction of a nation.
well, it makes
Because
sense.
what are those small boys that need a man? What are they going to grow up to be? Simps, women, moles, right? Because there's an energy, there's a vibration in the house when the father's gone, man.
Right.
And so it makes sense too because the head has the eyes and all of the a lot of the senses. So the head sees the direction.
Yeah.
It can see. It knows this needs to happen. It thinks for the rest of the body. The body just does what? The body just simply follows commands. I want to open this book. Boom, my hands open it. That's all it does. So the woman is supposed to fall in line and follow the commands. Be like a cheerleader on the side, and we're playing the game. But you don't have that head. You don't have the direction. You don't got the eyes. You can't smell the wickedness. Can't hear the lies. It can't see it.
Right. You have no defense for it. So ultimately, these single women that are out here, you know, Scripture says a false balance is abomination. It's literally a false balance, man. All right, you have a woman and you have a child, but where's the man? There's no balance in that, right? And this is why you're getting the result that we're getting out here.
Baba Shai, if I may say, because just like the brother's analogy, the body just reacts. All right, it just reacts, and that's what women do out here. They're just reacting to the situations going on around them. All right, but how about Shimei Shai made a distinct order? You know, as brothers just read. You know, the order is Yahweh Shai, you know, the man, the woman, and the children. All right, they're trying to X out the man and put the woman on top. Okay, so that can't happen. All right, can I pull this precept if it ties in the Sirach 26 and 25? How
Bring it out.
it says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? So it sets a distinction between the two. Okay? A loud, clamorous woman, you know, is counted as a dog, and we know what a dog is.
Female dog.
You know, it's a bitch.
Lord calling you a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the spirit too, because there's a real popular TV show called Shameless on Netflix. I don't know if y'all ever seen that show. It's called Shameless, but it's the most abominable. Like it's the main character is in like a I don't know if I can say that word without getting. She's in a homo relationship with another, with like a dude that's pretending to be a woman. All types of drug activity. It's madness.
Is it Eve?
It's Zendaya. Y'all know if y'all know who Zendaya
it's
is.
Eve.
Oh,
Of course it's
right.
Eve.
She's the main.
It's Eve.
Yeah,
of course
She's
it's Eve.
the main character, and it's a real popular show.
I've seen the previews to it. Yeah, of course it's Eve.
And why would? Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
Nah, Baba Shai,
Well, why would it makes you think? You know, why would Esau continuously put forth Eve, the Israelite woman of whatever tribe, of specifically also the black woman, on all of these shows, and what are their titles? Shameless, Bad Girls Club, all right, all of these negative narratives, and then promoting it to the black woman like that's your best right there. Cardi B is your best estate you can ever be. And then the younger woman, literally, you know, you getting on all these little YouTube videos. They like, what kind of dudes you want? They pass on the mic. They're like, I want hood niggas. I want this. I want that. But it's like, damn. And that's the same thing that the women pushing the songs. But meanwhile, they got to do it at home and they chilling.
They married.
So they screwing y'all.
Well, and they get we always kind of touch on this. They don't get the joke until they hit their 40s.
Right.
You know, because then they look for chaos all throughout their youth, and then you know they hit what the brothers call the wall, right?
Yeah.
And they want order. Well, because that chaos has overwhelmed them, it's got too bad, and they got they've gotten lost by it.
Yeah.
But we about to hit some hard times where it's about to get so chaotic. They're gonna come back and try to find that order, man. You know, it's gonna be so bad out in these streets. They're gonna want some order, man. They're gonna want a man to be like, hey, shut your ass up.
Yeah.
Stop fucking screaming.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
They're gonna want a man to take charge and really be and know how to move and operate and know what to rely on. So, you know, the same thing that they joy in and boast themselves in their power, quote unquote, that they have on this side, is the same thing that kills them. You know, so that's why it's just bro, the woman's through.
Can I read the next verse? Right, because it goes right into your point. You know, it says, "A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all.
Mm.
You know, she that dishonoreth him is it. Slakia. She that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. All right, and that's just like the nigga woman of today. All right, because their husbands are with faint hands and feeble knees because this woman has drugged him through the ditch. All right, and they can't account. They can't account for them to be men. Just like you quoted, earlier. They're simps. They okay, baby, get whatever you want. Instead of having order or a sound mind, Yahweh Shemi Shai only gave that to the elect. The elect's household is going to be in proper order. Because we were taught that, whenever we came into this truth, Lord's will, I'm a part of that, and you brothers are too. All right, but Salaki, not to get off task, y'all got it.
You want to get that from me, Dr. Shaw?
Khan, this is
Going into what you said.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 9.
Ooh.
It says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Mhm.
If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
See, and that was the role of the father, man.
Right.
You see, you start early to put her in check, and you're actually, you're prepping her to hand off to a righteous man who won't need to do all that because she's already in order, right? But now it's the opposite, right? There's no father in the house, so she's a whore, and now she's disrespecting whichever man that she gets to, right? And then later on in her years, she wants to make everything correct. Now, if she gets with a simp, what's she gonna do? She's gonna abuse him. But a woman needs a strong man to be that covering to correct her, because without that correction, she's wild. You see? So if you have a daughter, you check her as she's growing up, right? You don't treat her nice, but be balanced with her, so she knows and has pride in the sense that she's been raised well by her mother and father for the next man.
Hey, the scripture says, it's in Sirach too. It says to bow down your, I think it says your son, but your child's neck while they're young. Yeah, I believe it says your son though,
Yeah,
but the point is, what chapter?
Yeah, Sirach 30.
Sirach 30. All right, so bow down your child's neck when they're young. All right, so when they grow up, all right, they can be profitable unto you, roughly paraphrasing. They'll be pleasurable in your eyes. Because if you don't do that, then they're going to grow up and they're going to be an a-hole. So a lot of our culture is also, the upbringing of our children, because they're going to replace us. They're the future. All right, we're not like these Edomites out here where they don't give a damn, and they let them kids run all over them, and let them shoot up schools and all. He didn't mean it, and crazy shit. We actually nourish our offspring. We not niggas. We don't just have kids and leave. That's not in the scriptures. All right, it's actually laws on this stuff.
Well, in Job the 30th chapter, as it speaks about the woman, it speaks about how she's likened to the ostrich. She
Right.
lays her eggs and then she leaves her eggs.
Yeah.
Where it can just be broken by the wild beast. Well, that's talking about the woman.
Yeah.
Because why? Read a few verses later. It says because the Lord deprived her of wisdom. So these women, at Lamentation the 4th chapter, the daughter of my people are cruel. Just the other day, you had that article come out. That woman gave bleach, put bleach inside her baby's bottle, man. It was a nigga woman, of course. So at the end of the day, this dispensation of time right now is not about you women. It's about the sons of God getting back in order.
Right.
All right, because when you read Genesis, the 2nd chapter, all right, before the Lord created Eve, all right, to be a helpmate unto Adam, all right, what did the Lord give unto Adam? Directions. He gave Adam a direction and a role and things to do. He was supposed to name all the animals, all right, set up government and rank upon the earth, all right, establish dominancy upon the earth, and then the Lord created him a helpmeet. So the Lord is dealing with, that's why he says, unto you, O sons of men do I call. So the Lord is giving us, a task at hand to do. And then once we're in our rest, that's when he'll give us our women. But right now, there's work to be done. So you women, y'all just gotta get in where you fit in. If you're dealing with brothers, if you're dealing with men of the Lord, just calm your ass down, man. Just be obedient.
That's right.
And we was talking about that yesterday. How when Noah was already prepared to get into the ark, and he saw all them animals coming into the ark, like at his command. You know how this woman was looking at him, like, oh, hey,
getting real.
this man is sent by the Most High.
Absolutely.
You know, just envision that moment when shit start to pop off, man. You women that's holding it down in the household, y'all gonna get that flood of emotions where it's just like, man, my husband, I need this man. You know, I mean, they feel that way now, through the spirit, but
Shit, who?
I mean, I'm for all two of y'all, 1.5 of y'all, but that's just meditate on that too, for spirit on one. But can I read this real quick?
You got it, bro.
This Sirach 42 and 11 in the GNT. It says, keep a close watch over your daughter if she is determined to have her own way. If you don't, she'll make a fool of you in front of your enemies, right? And that's what our woman has done in the first place. They've made us look like fools in front of our enemies. You be embarrassed to go to a nice restaurant with a nigga woman. She all loud, got Crocs on. Fucking she can't pick up her feet. She can't pick up her feet when she walk in, so she walks to the bathroom. It's loud. Acting the goddamn fool, man.
Even with their hands.
Yeah. Get up and you see the videos of the nigga woman twerking at the goddamn brunch spot. Yeah, fucking up the place, man. Fucking up a nice establishment. Man, they make us look foolish in front of our enemies.
Yeah.
It says, make sure that her room has no windows or any place where she can look out the entrance of the houses. Don't let her show off her beauty in front of men or spend her time talking with women, with the women. Here's the point. Women hurt other women just as moths damage clothing. So you got fucking old ass women giving terrible advice to their daughters, man, trying to destroy them. Oh, you young. Go have fun. Go to college. Get a degree. You could be a doctor, bitch. Hell no.
You need to leave that man.
Yeah.
He cheated on you.
Right.
Leave that man.
Yeah.
You even have mothers so wicked in this place that they'll be having like threesomes with the daughter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they trying to get with their husband. Wicked as hell. When Titus 2, which we don't, I know you got your precepts you want to get sloppy, but Titus 2 talk about the order, man, and how the older woman is supposed to be a help unto the younger woman and help them be wise. But that's the effects of having no culture. That's the effects of black culture, man, taking hold of that.
Yeah, here the woman, the mother, is a harlot, and the daughter they're like competing to be who's gonna be the bigger harlot.
Yeah. No, for real, bro.
Nah, for real, bro.
Yeah.
I may add,
You got it. No, you
I
got
was gonna say, man, it's like a flex to see what type of dude you can sleep with. That's jacked up, but that's how black culture is. Oh, I slept with this man, or I got to this type of guy. You see what I'm saying? So as brother's saying, that's what it is. Instead of it being like women used to strive to have kids, have a family, have structure, have a household. Now women striving to see what's the top guy I can sleep with, or what type of stuff can I have dudes doing for me, and then they show it off amongst each other, man. That's the culture nowadays, man. That's death culture.
Yep.
I'm gonna get this real quick, just so we bring out the scripture. Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becomes holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women. It was for you. It says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua be not blasphemed.
All of that falls under no fucking Babylonian woman. Ain't no Babylonian woman doing that, man. Can you read that verse? Verse
4. Titus 2 and 4. It says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Yeah, we see that happen all the time, right? They don't teach the young women to be sober. Fucking, young women getting ran through at a goddamn party. They getting drunk as hell at a young age. They go to these. I remember. You know, I know brothers remember going to high school parties and you know who the sluts is because they got the goddamn bottle and they standing on the table.
Yeah.
You know.
Or she got the IED or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
She got the patch where she can just get as much ride as possible. And
Yeah.
She can't get she can't get pregnant.
And you can get as much semen up in you as humanly possible. You ain't gonna get have a baby, man. You know who the hoes is. You know, and then it says.
Verse 5.
Come.
Titus 2:5. It says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed.
Bro, discreet. Keepers at home. Me in the streets. Bro, all of this is woman culture, bro. And it ain't even just a nigga woman.
Yeah.
You know, it's all women.
That's how the farthest place was gotten, man. All right, so that's why we have to establish through the scriptures and read and reiterate the order of things, man. Because again, what we're talking about brings death. It doesn't extend your life. All right, Bob Shaw, if you can hold for me,
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12.
Shaw.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
You see? So that children is going into Esau, the basest man, right? And we know he's ruling this time, and he has Eve by the neck, all right? And the women don't understand, like the brother said, the Most High deprived them of wisdom. They don't understand a bigger picture. They don't have that wisdom. So it's up to us to teach them, right? To bring them back into that order, because without that, read it again, Bob Shaw. Because it said it caused them to err in the way. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
So it's talking about those simps. And we come in the name of Yahweh Shema Shah, understanding the order of things, man, right? Those simps, hey, they gotta go. And the women that's out of order, they gotta go, right? But those few women that are listening, hearkening to this message that's going out, right? Trying to abide by the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability through Yahweh Shah, right? You may be saved. You may be saved. Now, we're going to twist it around and describe to you what type of woman you should be, like the brother read. If you can get for me, Bob Shah, 1 Corinthians 14:33. Because all this stuff that's going on that, we're talking about in this lesson here, all right, it's confusion. It's nothing but confusion. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33. For Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace.
See? So we're looking for peace through Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Because all the stuff that we see going on with these women, that's death. Now, when we're in the world, yeah, we used to laugh at that, like, oh, man. But now, as we know what time it is, right, we're at the end of our captivity. We can be much more than we are today. Hey, man, we're leaving all this stuff behind, and we're actually, asking how about to destroy those type of women and some niggas. You see? Go ahead.
But of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
You see? So the churches of the saints, the majority of them was where? In Greece, all right? And in Greece, we lost our way. We lost our heritage. No different from today. So according to the scriptures, man, these things are coming back. Ecclesiastes 1:9. There's nothing new under the sun. You see? So we're doing the same thing that St. Paul was doing to rebuke these people, all right? And it's a warning to them. At the end of the day, go ahead.
And if I can add to verse 33, it says, but of peace. And if you go into that word peace on Google, it says law and order. The similar words will say harmony, right? So for everything to work in a harmonious, I'm fucking it up. Harmonious way for it to flow and to be proper, everything has to be in this order. Now, what's the order? Eve was created for Adam for his help, to be a helpmeet. So when a woman, So when you have a woman that's not helping her man and is helping herself, that's not in the proper order. So what do you have? You don't have peace. So what does she have? She has chaos in her mind, in her life. It has no direction. She's choosing the wrong dude. She chooses a scammer. This nigga locked up. Now she got a kid. He gone for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Right, now you're a single mom. You know? And this happens every day with our women. And we know only the few sincere is gonna come. You got a few sincere now. Then you got Isaiah 4:1. Okay, when because that's really what's gonna put it. That fear of the Lord, when shit goes down. But, just to make the point, if you're not helping your man, if you don't have a man, you're supposed to be patient. But if you're not helping the man that you have, okay, then you helping yourself and you thinking everything gonna be creamy, it's gonna be smooth, you're gonna have peace. No, it's not gonna work like that because that's not how the Bible has everything written. That's not how Yahweh spoke everything to be. So you're out of your order. And when you're out of your order, what's gonna happen? The car is gonna break down. Right. You putting this here, this spark plug don't go there. You're gonna have a misfire or two. And that's what's gonna happen. Your check engine light flashing in your mind, and you don't know why you on these depression pills. That's why when you hit that wall, you like, damn, help me. I watch videos, that's spirit. I watch videos like that today at work. Bitches literally on the internet right now, help me. Am I supposed to just be single? I don't think so. I built this amazing life. I went to college. Why am I like this? My friends have relationships. Where's my partner?
Posted it.
It's a few.
They got all these degrees, bachelor's
degrees, because that's helping yourself.
Yeah, but they rich as hell now, but they ain't got no man.
Exactly.
They done burnt all the good bridges. They had all these good men coming in life, but because they were on their hiatus and they thought that they was better than the man because they got that piece of shit paper, man.
Right.
Now, like you said, now they hit the wall. And now they just through.
Now you're a single mom.
Right. If I may add, brothers, I don't know if you brothers talk about it. You've seen how brothers put in the chat, Vivica Fox.
Yeah. That one.
Right, and that whole thing. So there was like the priest brought out was beautiful. There's an order that we had. That's why our forefathers kept our daughters in straightly. So they don't go gadding abroad. Because there's something about, and that's why we always married our daughters off early. Because when a damsel whoever is betrothed and married unto a man, right, that becoming his property. When a woman has a child at a young age, she's in her fullness of strength, right? So that child is going to be in its fullness of strength. As a woman gets older and they have children, that child starts to lose that strength. They're not as strong as they are if she was in her youth. So there's order to all of this, man. And the average, but these are the things that our women don't think about,
right?
That are very, very important.
Hey, case in point, that nigga DC Young Fly, he said his parents was hella old when they had him. And that nigga, look at that nigga, got a tattoo on his fucking forehead like a roach.
True.
Think he funny and shit, nigga, corny and weird.
Yeah.
But his parents had him at a very, very old age.
Right. See?
He got siblings that's already got gray hairs, I believe.
Yeah.
So the womb, it says in Sirach, pretty sure that's what you're talking about.
Yep.
It's talking about how the womb, second hairs, my bad. Yeah, it says that, so how when that woman's getting older, and then they have miscarriages too.
Yeah.
Have a miscarriage or premature birth. Whatever.
Yep, the baby's more susceptible to diseases, illnesses, getting sick. The immune system's a lot weaker. So it all plays against you at the end of the day, Eve, you lose. You lose.
Hey, the serpent said you shall not surely die. But he was fucking lying, man. Yeah. He sold you that shit and you bought it, and now you hit that wall and you're a single mom and you want help, but hey, ain't no real man finna come save you.
No.
And the ones that do get simps, they don't want them niggas anyway. They just know I just need something.
Yeah, just cheat on them.
Yeah, they just, and he know it. He going through the phone crying and shit, but he ain't gonna say shit because he needs some box.
Yep. Or place to stay or whatever. Drive a car. No, but it's real.
Yeah. Real
See,
talk.
and these women don't understand, right? Because there's a word that goes into women hating men, all right? And that word is misandrous.
Yeah, misandrous.
Misandrous.
The definition if you want.
Go ahead, you got it.
The definition of misandrous, it says a person who dislikes, despises, or is strongly prejudiced against men.
You see? And that's Eve. She don't want to be put into subjection. And what's subjection? Someone being over you. But we're being a savior to Eve at the end of the day. Because after she's had her fun, she ain't shit. You got it.
Yeah, man, that's the thing though, because really Eve's been tricked. You know, she's been deceived. Like you're saying, she doesn't be under subjection, but at the end of the day, she's under subjection under somebody.
Right.
Whether you're under subjection of your boss at your job, or Esau, but either way, you're under subjection to somebody. Right?
Yeah, Esau just let him run like that because he know it's gonna kill the Israelite man.
Yeah.
And that's what we need. We need to depop. We need to delete as many of these Israelite men as possible.
That's why the abortion rate is so high.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they're trying to take Jake literally off the totem pole. All right, you know, the whole society is set up around destroying the man, through and through.
And that's another thing though too. It's like, of course, this is all as we receive the good things of this ministry, like the truth, understanding, and things like that. We also understand how terrible it was for when we fell off. When we fell away from this truth. Because losing this, the Lord took away our woman. He took away our land. He took away everything. But see, coming back unto this, right? It like we have understanding this word. That's one of the ways that the Lord made the woman is to lean. He made knowledge as an aphrodisiac. Something to, when you get that word like an aphrodisiac, it's something that turns the woman on. Knowledge and understanding, it does turn a woman on to a certain degree. So having that where it says that if a woman learn anything, let her learn from her man, at home, right? So that's gonna cement that man and woman's relationship when a woman actually feels lesser than her man in knowledge, spiritual matters, and anything. So that puts on us a burden of making sure that we're that too. Us men, we have to make sure that we're that on point, that on fire, not only for Yahweh Shah, but for the fact that he can make any of these things act like demons and take away. Of course, we're gonna lose things, but that is a portion of us to look at too. It's like, do we have anything to even teach the woman? We talking about our wives, but these are our daughters that we're about to raise too. Making sure that we on point. That's part of the thing too. That's part of that order.
Absolutely, and that's why we started off with 1 Corinthians 11:1. We have to first establish that order, right? It's not of us; it's of Yahweh Shah, right? And of course, the men that's teaching these women have to be in the right frame of mind. What do we have to teach them?
Right.
We have to teach them what Yahweh Shah said. See what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 34. Let your woman keep silence in the churches.
You see? Now, this is a very controversial script right there. Because Esau and these Christian churches have twisted it around, because you see women in these churches talking.
Teaching.
They're teaching.
Crazy.
They've taken over these churches. It's their church, right? And the simp pastor is listening because of what? Filthy lucre, right? The women are paying, and they're running these churches. But it says, one more time, Baksha.
Let your woman keep silence in the churches.
You see? And that word church goes into ecclesias, right? Where there was a gathering outside, not a physical church or whatever. It was a gathering. Now, can you imagine that there's a gathering of men that are talking, all of a sudden a woman say, "What you mean?" That's confusion right there, right? So, it doesn't call for emotion because they don't have wisdom. Only men can understand this. And then when they get home, now they can ask their husband, "What did you mean?" Go ahead.
Well, that's, if I can add, that's why the Lord made Miriam leprous,
Yeah.
and then they cast her outside the camp. She was outside the church, man, because she was acting bold and proud and coming up against Moses and Aaron, man, all because Moses laid down with that Egyptian woman, man. And for you sisters that be listening when the apostles and elders and brothers be talking about how we be getting with white women, which is nothing wrong with that, man.
Right.
They're lovely. All right. But and if you buck up against that, well, the Lord will have your ass on outside the camp too. Make your ass leprous, unclean, man.
You see?
And just to add on to what he's saying, you notice how the Lord he put that curse, which was a sin of leprosy, on Miriam, but he didn't do nothing to her.
Yeah.
Right? So going to show you, it's really all about the man, and the woman should just keep quiet at the end of the day.
She was out of place.
Shit, scripture says it, a silent and a loving woman is a gift from the
We were
Lord.
holding that.
Oh, Salaki, shit. You go ahead get.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'll read it for you. Let me read it for you.
God.
So Sirach chapter 26 and
and verse 14, it says, "A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed."
Kind of mind well instructed. In other words, she understands her place. All right, she knows that she has no reason to really be talking. Hell, shit, Jake in the world, man, Jay love a woman that's like quiet. No one wants someone that's loud and clamorous, right? That speaks and wants all loud. Like I forgot who went into it earlier. How Eve be all loud and ghetto, bro. It's very, very unattractive. But when you see someone that's silent, bashful, soft spoken, like that right there will turn Jake on. Like, oh shit, like she quiet, she know that. I know she ain't gonna give me a hard time, all right? Because Scripture says how a woman's supposed to be a fat in a man's bones. All right, instead these women they crushing man bones. All right, so if you ain't fatting your man bones by sitting there being a headache to him instead of a pillar of rest, which is these women, especially Eve, but all women, right? They're not being that pillar of rest. All right, they're just making it worse and worse with Jake. Jake hear it all the time, man. Jake go through some hell, and then they were like, damn. Then my demons started tripping out too. I was like, damn. I was like, shit, like you gonna do that right when some shit happen? But it shows that we in the curses, and how Esau really Satan just got our women. All right, ultimately.
And the Lord got judgment lined up for bitches like that.
Right.
Yep. Best believe that.
And let me just state this. We're not ranting. That we hate women. We're stating what the Scripture says, right? It's not our own words. The Most High, as it says in Romans 15:4, what's everything written aforetime was written for our learning, is letting us know that in these times, like in the past times, Ecclesiastes 1:9, nothing new under the sun, we will meet these same women again today, man.
Right.
All right? But there's going to be a few women that we're going to be able to, read these scriptures to that they're going to understand. Now, we want to align those women, all right, that are listening to the brothers on the highways and byways, that are coming to the camp with their hair wrapped in silence, right? This is for you to continue in this, man.
I did have some. Just because you made that point, this ain't a rant. At the end of the day, we were commanded to reprove, rebuke, and exhort, and that applies to everybody, man. That applies to these camps. That applies to women. That applies to ourselves. That applies to everybody. It's the Second Timothy chapter 4 verse 2. Because really, like, it's all the spirit that is coming out, but part of the spirit too is really fuck these women, really. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta say that because at the same time, a lot of these women are gonna flake when shit gets real serious. So again, this is pinpoint. This brother's we're specifically targeting you, very few sincere agua.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lord's willing, y'all, hear this lesson. This is 2 Timothy 4:2. It says, "Preach the word, be instant in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine." So that's what we're commanded to do. And we're gonna do that, about any topic, that the Lord, bring out.
Right.
It's like, I was gonna say, shit, we're really showing an act of love.
I was just gonna say that.
Because it shows that, because it shows that we care. Why do you think the Apostle Rakah get on women so much? Not because he don't give a damn. No, it's because he cares, and it actually bothers us the fact that we see our women in such a low estate, and they're just not getting it. So therefore, of course, we're gonna go in on women as much as we do go on the men, because like the brother brought out, our scriptures was to reprove, rebuke, and what else to say? Exhort. So it's like, bro, it's our job, but we care. Jake love women. All right, Jake is the only one that can truly love women. All right. Hence, therefore, that's why we're willing to sacrifice things to provide for women if they're like good women. But that's why I say.
Yeah, because who else gonna tell them the truth? Nobody else told them the truth this whole time. Now of course you got some of them red pill communities like Kevin Samuels and all of them, but they're not giving you the real solution, because the real solution is really repentance, man.
At the end of the day, these platforms like the priest brought out, these things are temporary, man. All right, because we're coming into a time where these guys ain't gonna have the answers, right, to the things that are happening out here.
Yeah, on the red pill shows like Fresh and Fit, he just on there to argue,
Yeah.
He just, bitch, shut up,
Right.
That's all trying to overspeak the women, He ain't trying to.
He want views.
He not trying to edify them.
Right, exactly. Ultimately,
It's carnal.
what's happening right now is like the priest brought out with being reproved, because a lot of our daughters that are out here, our women that are out here, we're ultimately are being like your fathers right now.
Yeah.
all right? Because we're what you were missing in your childhood and what brought up with. So we understand sometimes it's the stain and the bitterness and all that because you were without a father. So the men of the Lord has set the men up. The Heavenly Father has set us up to be as father figures to you women, man, to teach you women at the end of the day, right? What you want to add on to?
Man, that's what they like anyway. They call their man daddy.
Yeah.
So I mean, that you just gotta, you know what I'm saying?
And
like,
the kingdom is gonna be Lord.
Yeah, so like, you just gotta have something to teach them, man. They like a woman want to feel small around her man.
John, if I may add, just to, because like you brought out earlier, woman is an accessory to power,
Yeah.
right? But the ultimate power is what we have, power from the heavens above, right?
This is the real power.
This is the real power that we have. And women, okay, they're at the end of the day, it's all about improving and really getting you back in order. So there's a small sliver of women out here that are, and you never know, some of the women that are tuning in, some of your husbands might be sitting here in this room. You don't know. And that's just being real. We're just being real, at the end of the day, because, at the end of the day, it's this trumpet that's being blown to warn you, because once this is all cut off and you're in the dark, and you don't have a man of the Lord in that time, then you're on your own. The Lord, leads you to a situation where you run into a man and he'd be pleased to dwell with you,
God.
Go ahead.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge.
Is it more?
Yeah, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things.
Right. It says, though I may be rude in speech, but not in knowledge. Right? As we're called to suck it up when our elders, right, officers get onto us, even so women. But this is a catch. Women are very emotional.
Yep.
We are their fathers, as you said, right? So if their father was missing in the household, right, we are the ones that's going to tell them the truth, right? It says, though I may be rude in speech, get past the rudeness in speech.
Right.
Understand what's being said to you, because that's life.
Right.
That's life. What else? It says,
But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you
we
in
have
all
been
things.
thoroughly made manifest through the scriptures.
Right.
We're that example. You see us, right? Look at our behavior. If we're acting in the path of Yahweh B'Shem Shai, then we should be those men in the scriptures.
Right.
Right?
Right.
We will lead you in the right path. Because where you're going right now, if you haven't seen other examples of you,
Yep.
you're going toward death.
Yep.
We're warning you, we're warning you. So again, like the priest said, this is to those few Ahwathim that's listening. Because we know the majority of the women, they're going to be wiped out. They're gone. They're through.
Yep.
This ain't for them, right? Rather, it is on a counter side, right? What's coming down the pipeline is death for you.
Hey, and sometimes what you would think is rude speech is just you receiving something straightly, and you might not be used to receiving something so straightly from an austere man, because men of Yahweh Shah are austere men, just like he's an austere man after his father Yahweh. So it might just be something just really straight.
It's saying no
Give
to
it,
them.
huh?
It's saying no.
Yes.
They don't know how to handle it. Just
Right.
that one word. No.
No,
Being ignored.
no, we not sugarcoating the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of sayings for that type of thing. But we not about to sit up here, oh baby. Nah, man. Nah, don't do. What the fuck? No.
Right.
So you might mistake that for hate or being just rude or something, or just these motherfuckers. Nah, man. Get the fuck out the way. There's a car coming. Wouldn't you rather hear that and get the fuck out the way versus nigga and get hit?
Hey, just to reiterate that point, we are a women haters club. Jake loves women. Jake loves women.
We got a woman in the kingdom.
We'll have a multi.
They're gonna be treated well.
Yes.
They're gonna have their own slaves. That
Be soaking in rosebud oils all day, and it's gonna be something that's gonna be beautiful. I wanted to bring out this is Sirach 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given unto him that feareth the Lord. So at the end of the day, a lot of you Jakes out here that are dealing with women that had different shit that happened to you, the Lord has appointed that woman to you. All right, at the end of the day. And for the women that are out here that get upset, they always want to call men bees and men are this. Well, look, we, and not us in this room, but the men that are out here now are a product of what you created, which shows what? You don't have it.
right.
You created the men that are out here, and now you complaining about the men that you created. But in all actuality, like we said, it's a scientifically proven fact. when a woman is in her order and feminine, you actually raise the testosterone in a man. That's scientifically proven.
Look at that.
You know, woman, she's all,
Yeah.
daddy, and all up on you. You gonna feel kind of like, yeah, you know what I mean?
You gonna feel like you really got protected.
Exactly.
But if you're around a masculine ass Eve, like, oh shit, she can protect me.
Right?
Y'all fight.
This is a turnoff. This is a turnoff. You get ready, you know, it's a total turnoff. When a woman is in her order and all feminine, oh man.
Could you read 25 and 26 on that, Bubba Show?
Con, yep. Oh, you was gonna bring that out, huh?
Yeah, well, he actually, we was in the lineup. You know what I'm saying?
Con, all right. And it says, this is Sirach 26:25. A shameless woman shall be, I think the brother brought out earlier. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. It goes on to say, a woman that honoreth her husband, it's beautiful right here, shall be judged wise of all. But she that dishonoreth him in her pride, key word, pride, shall be counted ungodly of all.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So that's where the message that's going out to you few Aquathum that's listening, right? Keep to what the word says and keep listening to the brothers, right? That's preaching on highways and byways, specifically Great Millstone, right? If you don't have a husband, right, you still have access. GMS has done tons of videos on anything that you can possibly ask, right? So you have to be in order, be respectful. Even if you're listening to a brother's lesson, don't be typing so many questions or whatever, right? Do your research, Google it. Pray, right? Let the Most High give you the answers, man. You see? But stay in order. Stay in order.
Yeah, a lot of women that's not even in the truth. We see a lot of women are waxing worse and worse, but I'm pretty sure everybody can also see you have a certain amount of women that are on the internet rebuking other women that are not even in the truth. And they're saying like, look, the good percentage of men is this and that. We just got to share y'all. And then they be at the gym, they actually getting right, and some of them be kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, you know, as a man, that hey, a lot of those women that they not even in the truth, but they're just kind of waking up to like, damn, feminism, that shit is trash. This shit don't work. You know, and they actually repenting in a way and submitting. You know, and a lot of them don't have men. You know, but I believe, hey, Lord gonna use a lot of them women, all right, to come in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what you said, it's heavy. You got these female coaches out here that are now. They cutting off all I'm not teaching none of these women no more.
Yeah, I seen that too.
You saw that, right? She's like
one of them was a therapist.
Yeah,
they said mostly it's the black woman. They was like, and they trying to tell them, and they not receiving it. So I'm not teaching y'all no more.
I'm through. One woman was snapping like I'm through.
Women are getting on women.
Yep.
Women are getting on
women. This was Eve that was snapping like I'm through with y'all.
Yeah. It's a lot of black women.
Yep.
Hey, the scriptures say how the creation growing through the manifestation of the sons of God.
Yeah.
Hey, and Eve was created for Adam, right?
Right.
So a lot of these women, they don't know what they don't necessarily know like where to go. They still, the Lord got it in their path, but they figuring it out. Like, man, this ain't. We've been lied to.
Yeah.
You know, this is we gotta give it up.
Yeah.
We gonna come across y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna get that for sure. Lord willing, we endure. You know, we got treasure laid up for us in the heavens, man. The angels manifesting in her. You know, dodging that grimy at the Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because on the videos they be even saying like, why are y'all choosing these thug dudes, this and that, these type of dudes, you know, he got certain tendencies that you knew he wasn't good. So they literally rebuking each other and getting on each other. And I'm watching the videos because I be seeing videos, you know, women going crazy, but then you see other videos like, oh shit, she ain't saying nothing about the truth, but she's saying like women need to stop bullshitting, and she actually getting right. I'm like, damn, hey, she could be taken. She could be taken. Yep. You know, and she light skinned. I like light skinned. Yeah. You know,
and all this doing is so y'all watching y'all shots. Keep that in mind. This is your Habashim y'all shout brothers.
Right.
This word is coming out, and the spirit of the Lord is out here. And even like the priest said, those that are even in the truth, the Lord is putting the spirit on people. All right, to basically, to wake up.
It could be those women, Isaiah 4:1, man.
Yeah.
7 women.
Yeah.
Prophecy's got to be
because there ain't gonna be no nigga bitch.
Yeah.
Prophecy's got to be fulfilled.
Ain't no Keishas and shit.
Yes, sir.
You know, they ain't about to be 6, 7, 8 kids, all different baby daddies. She take me, nigga. Nigga, what? Nah, bro.
Right.
You got something? Go ahead.
This is because bringing it back to the point, like this ain't no rant, because a rant is going to provide they're just gonna be crying.
And they're emotional.
It's gonna be that's gonna be emotional. This is, we offering actual solutions to thus saith the Lord. So that's that's the difference between a lot of these other platforms. They get on there crying, talk about the nigga woman and the bitch, these hoes. Man, no, we providing solutions through the scriptures, so it's solidified.
Right.
But you know, just getting into this, it's a for the women that, you know, this is what you should be looking to be. All right, Proverbs 31, verse 10, it says, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies." Right, showing you the value. Like Jake, we care about. You know, we care about our women. You know, and that's something that the Lord made just for us. I mean, shit, He was in the creation story.
Yeah.
It says, "The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good," right? Do him good and not evil all the days of her life, right? Sabotaging the relationship, trying to get things that you want out of that man. That's evil, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Adultery.
Yeah, trying to commit adultery because you mad at him and, you know, on some bullshit, right? All that's doing that man evil.
Yep.
It says, I'm gonna just jump around because the rest of this chapter, I would advise you. Christian Church always talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, but this is more adamant that you read this as an Israelite woman being in this truth. That's, you know, you read and study as well. But it says, she maketh verse 26. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to her ways of her household, right? Tending the household, making sure that the things you're doing is for your man and in order. It says, her husband also, and she looketh well to her ways and her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness, right? And that's the point. You shouldn't be idle, man. Because a bored woman is a demon woman. That's a demonic ass woman. A bored fucking woman.
Hey, Sirach 33 says, "For idleness teaches much evil." Right. So, like the old saying in the world, you know, idle mind is just a workshop.
Yeah. You should be continually employed for that man of the Lord.
Yeah, because when they idle, so like it, bro. I think you talking.
No, you got it.
But yeah, when you idle, they just be sitting at the house and they be a whole grown ass married woman. She over here on fucking date naps. A lot of these bitches that be on these date naps, they got men.
Oh yeah,
they married with children.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. As we're moved to do this work, right? We're moved and not taught to be idle as well. Well, it's still the same should be with the woman, man. She should be moved to you should be chasing your man, right? And that's the irony of it. You know, a man goes and gets a woman, he's considered the predator of the jungle, right? A lion, and he goes and gets the prey, right? But then when he marries the woman, the role flips. You should be chasing your fucking man, you know? Worry about, and of course that, insecurity comes along, but then working to keep him pleased, man, as we do with the Heavenly Father, right? The same situation, man. The Lord grabs you like He did Jonah, and then after that, Jonah was used as a vessel to chase the Lord, man. You see? The same relationship applies, man.
That's it, but that's that vibration that's here in Babylon. Where I work, I would, dealing and preparing, different butchering different stuff. I have countless men, all Edomites. And if you get something wrong or something, off weight or something, one of the first things they'll say is,
my wife,
the boss lady.
Yeah.
Oh, the boss lady. She'll, I don't want to have to deal with it. And I'm sitting here like, damn.
Pussy
That's that. Yeah, exactly. That's that happy wife, happy life bullshit.
Right.
But every man who lives by that, I don't care who you are, you lie to yourself all you want.
Right.
You miserable as hell.
Yes.
You are miserable.
Yeah.
You ain't fooling nobody. If you trying to just release your wife, you are a miserable ass dude.
There's
man.
no peace in that.
If I can answer what you said, because I told you about that about that man that was with his wife, right? She just turned 60.
Yeah.
And they had been together for a long time. On her sister's 60th birthday, he shot her in the head twice. Why? He said he was tired of her yelling at him.
She was yelling at me.
So he meditated, and planned that. I'm gonna kill this bitch on her 60th birthday. He told the police, I killed her because I got tired of her yelling at me.
Man.
So that mentality, happy wife, happy life, you can only go with that shit for so long, man.
I got one out.
You got
Right.
it.
Slow as murder.
I got one. Sirach 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You see? A lion and a dragon, two beasts that will mess you up. He said, shit, I'd rather do that than hear a whore nagging you all day about cheating or the dishes and taking out the trash. This is the petty things these women Come
Yeah.
marry.
You see? And that's, again, that's what leads to being in disorder, as we started off with our 1 Corinthians 11:1. You have to maintain that order because it extends life.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You have to maintain that. All these stories that we're saying, all right, again, this is going out to the few aquathium that's listening. Don't go that route. Don't go that route. Stick to the scriptures, stick to praying, fasting, listening to Great Millstone, Highways, Byways online, so that your life may be extended, all right, through a man, a covering. Because we're about to come up on some hard times.
Right.
You're going to see how hard it's going to get, all right?
I got one.
Go ahead.
This is cause y'all went from like idle hands to slothfulness. This is Ecclesiastes 10:18. By much slothfulness the building decayeth. Through idleness of the hands the house droppeth fruit. So imagine for a man, especially in Babylon, you know what I'm saying? He come home working 10, 12, maybe a double. You know what I'm saying? He come home, ain't no food cooked,
Yep.
dishes dirty, kids out of order. Now imagine him coming home to that over years and years and years. She might clean up after every now and then, but imagine if she didn't. The house would look crazy, there'd be bugs everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You had fucking bed bugs. Like, it'd be terrible, bro. And then that'll make a man either leave
Or snap.
or snap. You know what I'm saying? Assault your ass, kill you, man. You know? Now, hey, Jake laughing, but we for real. You know? Hey, we going into the article. Hey, the nigga really kill out here behind a disrespectful woman. You know?
And and a woman will, you think you're gonna leave a man of the Lord and you're gonna get something better?
Hell.
Ah, shit. Okay, then fuck around and find out. The Lord gonna link you up with a crazy ass nigga, man.
Yep.
The Lord gonna link you up with a nigga that you think, oh, he gonna be faithful to me too.
Every
Yeah,
dollar.
hell no.
No, because the scripture
It's
says
just like leaving the truth.
Yeah,
You just left the truth that was manifested in that man.
Yeah.
I got a precept kind of going on. This is Proverbs 6:26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Right, so at the end of the day, a woman's gonna drain you, man. You spend all your time, your energy, your money. A whorish woman is gonna tear you down.
Yep.
All right. These instructions were put in here for a reason. And what she's gonna do? She's gonna be off trying to find what you just said. She's looking for the precious life. She's looking for the, she got her shovel in her back. She's ready to dig.
cock carousel.
Right. You know what I'm saying? She's ready to do her thing. She will bring you to naught. She will, expend you financially, mentally, emotionally. Right. So at the end of the day, it would behoove you to just be about the instructions that are written in this book. And for you few women that are out there listening, we ain't talking about all of you because there are only a few of you that actually tune in. Just, minute. Just take what's being offered here to you because in the days that are coming, it's going to be revealed unto you that the prophet have been among you.
Yeah,
That's why
just-
I gotta echo what the brother just said earlier. Right, man, fuck these hoes, man.
Yep.
Jake, hey, we gotta keep our eyes single, man.
That's right.
And that's in a multitude of ways.
Right.
Yeah, just do the work of the Lord and please the Lord to the best of your ability. And if a chick is coming around or she stick around, just keep fucking her.
Yeah.
That's it. Just keep fucking her.
Side note for the women, all men cheat. You know what I'm saying? You can leave a brother can have of course we know it's righteous.
Right, it's
So
not
it may
even
not be
cheat for us.
expedient. Each brother has their own situation. But all men cheat. If you leave a man of the Lord, you gonna go get, like the priest was just saying, you gonna get with Tay or
Rag.
Jacquees. And he gonna be lusting after, he's gonna be looking at other women.
Or men.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the word.
Yep.
Because they don't have the fear of the Lord, so these
Yes.
other niggas, they're prone to do anything.
Yes.
So he fucking on these niggas and women.
Yeah.
The scriptures say a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. So you're wicked if you leave him, and then where you gotta go to a wicked. You're not finna just, I'm with King David now. That ain't gonna work like that.
You left the prophet, and it don't get better. No, and brothers have seen it in different. Brothers can have their testimonies. It don't things. Yeah, you leave this because leaving a man of the Lord is like leaving the truth.
Yep.
You see.
And if you simping, the Lord will take you down that path.
That's just like you hopping out of a chariot.
Woo.
Yeah.
Until a boot got
Really? What you?
I ain't never seen a scooter.
Man.
Come on. All right. With that being said, again, this is just a rebuke for those that are tuning in. All right. And we want to give all thanks, all praise to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone, who teach well. And the great multitude that will hear the word and believe on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. The house of David by Yahshua Dawudah. Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Bible ball.